Welcome to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today we're exploring the top 2 rare United States of America Mercury 1 dime coins that collectors are always searching for. These classic silver dimes come in many different conditions and feature various mint marks, and even the smallest detail can greatly impact their value. From scarce early dates to unique mint varieties and hard-to-find errors, these Mercury dimes continue to shine as some of the most treasured pieces in American coin history. So take a close look at your own dimes. You might be holding a rare and valuable coin without even realizing it. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America Mercury dime from 1928 without a mint mark is a truly beautiful and historic coin. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and because Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark during this period, the absence of a mint mark is completely normal. Even in very fine condition, this 1928 dime remains one of the more collectible coins from the Mercury dime series. The obverse of the coin features the iconic winged Liberty head, often mistaken for the Roman god Mercury. Designed by Adolf A. Weinman, this portrait represents freedom of thought and expression. In very fine condition, the major details of Liberty's hair, wings, and facial features are still sharp and visible, with only moderate wear from circulation. On the reverse side, the fasces and olive branch symbolize both strength and peace. In very fine condition, the vertical bands of the fasces remain mostly clear, and the olive leaves retain much of their texture. Although there may be some wear on the high points, the overall design remains crisp and attractive. Collectors admire this coin not only for its beauty but also for its craftsmanship. The fine lines, delicate details, and artistic curves make the Mercury dime one of America's most admired classic coin designs. Even after nearly a century, the 1928 Philadelphia issue maintains its elegance and very fine condition. This coin shows light to moderate wear across the raised surfaces. Liberty's cheek and hairline may appear slightly flattened, but the design remains well defined. This balance between wear and preservation makes VF condition coins desirable to many collectors. Because the coin is from 1928, natural aging and toning may be present. These tones often appear in shades of gray, silver, gold, or even soft blue. Collectors appreciate this toning because it adds character and makes each coin unique. No two circulated dimes age in exactly the same way. The rim of the coin in very fine condition usually remains strong and well-defined. This helps frame the design beautifully and gives the coin a solid, high-quality appearance. Minor nicks or marks may be present, but they are expected after decades of circulation. One of the interesting aspects of this coin is its silver composition. Containing 90% silver, the 1928 dime has intrinsic metal value in addition to collector value. This precious metal content gives the coin a classic shine that stands out even with some wear. Because the 1928 dime circulated heavily during the early 20th century, finding one in very fine condition indicates that it survived decades of use without suffering major damage. This preservation is why VF examples are appreciated in the collecting world. The lettering on the coin, including Liberty, In God We Trust, and United States of America, remains clear in very fine condition. Strong lettering helps highlight the artistic balance between the text and the imagery on both sides of the coin. For YouTube presentation, close-up shots showing the winged cap, the fasces, and the olive branch can help viewers understand how VF condition appears. These details help your audience see why preserving these historic coins is so important. The Mercury dime series ran from 1916 to 1945, and each date tells its own story. The 1928 dime belongs to the mid-series period and was widely used during everyday commerce. It represents an era before modern coinage changes and before America entered major world conflicts. Because this coin is from the Philadelphia Mint, it had one of the higher mintages for the year. However, survival in higher grades like very fine condition is much lower because most coins were worn down heavily in circulation. This makes VF examples more collectible. Some 1928 Mercury dimes develop attractive natural toning due to storage in old coin albums, rolls, or envelopes. This aging process enhances the visual appeal and makes the coin more interesting to display in a video or collection. Holding a coin from 1928 gives collectors a direct connection to nearly 100 years of history. This dime could have passed through shops, trains, restaurants, or even World War II era pockets before finally being saved by a collector. Every coin carries a story. The 1928 Mercury dime also provides an excellent tool for learning grading standards. The detail in the wing, hair, fasces, and olive leaves helps collectors understand the difference between fine, very fine, extremely fine, and higher grades. This makes the coin educational as well as collectible. This dime has a comfortable weight and a smooth, time-worn feel that many collectors enjoy. Even after years of circulation, the silver content and classic design ensure the coin remains attractive in hand. A VF condition dime still retains much of its original artistic integrity. The facial features, wing details, and olive branch texture come together to form a beautiful composition. These visual qualities are part of why the Mercury dime series remains beloved. Because of its silver content, this coin has lasting value even if heavily worn. However, very fine examples are much more desirable to collectors because they show both age and detail. This balance makes VF the preferred grade for many hobbyists. Sharing the history and condition of this coin in your video helps educate new collectors. Understanding why VF condition coins are valuable builds knowledge, confidence, and excitement within your audience. Storing this coin in a protective holder is important to preserve its details. Although it already shows moderate wear, preventing future scratches or damage helps maintain its value and appearance for years to come. The Mercury dime continues to be one of the most collected U.S. silver coins. Its artistic design, historical background, and silver content make the 1928 no mint mark example a standout piece for any collection. In summary, the United States of America 1928 Mercury 1 dime without a mint mark in very fine condition represents beauty, history, craftsmanship, and enduring value. It remains a timeless collectible and a meaningful addition to any coin collection or YouTube presentation. Next up, the United States of America Mercury 1 dime from 1940 with the S mint mark is a beautiful and historically meaningful silver coin. Minted in San Francisco, this coin carries the S mint mark on the reverse, making it especially interesting for collectors who focus on mint varieties. Even in very fine condition, the 1940 S Mercury dime remains a desirable and visually appealing piece of American coinage. This coin features the classic winged Liberty head design created by sculptor Adolph A. Weinman. Although many people refer to it as the Mercury dime, the image actually depicts Liberty wearing a winged cap symbolizing freedom of thought. In very fine condition, the major design elements remain clear and sharp, with only moderate wear. On the reverse side, the fasces wrapped with an olive branch represents a balance of strength and peace. In very fine condition, the bands of the fasces are visible, and the leaves of the olive branch maintain soft but noticeable texture. The details may show some flattening from circulation, but the artwork is still strong and expressive. The 1940 S Mercury dime was minted during a time of great historical importance. The world was on the edge of significant events, and the U.S. economy was still recovering from the Great Depression. Coins like this one passed through countless hands, carrying the energy of America's changing era. Collectors appreciate very fine condition because it preserves the main elements of the design while still showing honest wear. The wing details on Liberty's cap remain mostly visible, and her facial features retain depth and shape. This level of preservation makes the coin attractive without being overly worn. Silver content adds additional appeal to the 1940 S dime. Made from 90% silver and 10% copper, the coin carries intrinsic metal value as well as collectible value. Even with wear, the classic shine and toning that comes with age gives the coin its own unique character. Toning is often seen on older silver coins, and it can range from soft gray to deeper shades of blue, gold, or brown. Very fine coins often show natural aging that enhances their beauty. Each toned coin is unique, making it special in any collection or YouTube presentation. The San Francisco Mint was known for producing high-quality strikes, and many 1940 S dimes have sharp details when preserved well. Even though circulation wear smooths out some high points, the craftsmanship of the original strike still shows through in VF condition. The rim of the coin remains well-formed in very fine condition. This helps frame the artwork and ensures that the lettering around the coin, such as Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and United States of America, remains crisp and readable. This clarity adds to the coin's collectible appeal. This coin represents a piece of American history that predates World War II. It reminds collectors of a time when everyday currency was made of real silver, and designs were chosen for their artistic and symbolic meaning. Holding this dime connects you to generations of American life. For YouTube videos, close-up footage of the winged cap, Liberty's hair, and the fasces bands helps viewers understand how VF grading looks. Showing the S mint mark on the reverse adds an educational element for new collectors interested in mint varieties. The circulation where visible on very fine examples tells a story of everyday use. This dime might have been used in grocery stores, trains, cafes, or wartime preparations. Every scratch, tone, or smooth surface represents decades of American life and economic activity. Collectors value this coin not only for its age but also for its enduring beauty. Even with wear, the elegance of Weinmann's design shines through. The fine lines and balanced layout showcase one of the greatest artistic achievements in U.S. coinage history. The 1940s dime remains accessible to beginner collectors yet appreciated by advanced collectors who seek well-preserved circulated examples. Very fine condition strikes a balance between affordability and detailed beauty, making it a popular grade for Mercury dime enthusiasts. Because this coin circulated for years before being preserved, it carries a sense of authenticity. Many collectors prefer circulated silver coins because they show real history rather than remaining untouched in storage from the moment they were minted. This dime also teaches collectors important grading skills. The visibility of the wing lines, hair curls, olive leaves, and fasces bands helps people learn to recognize the difference between fine, very fine, extremely fine, and higher grades. Even after more than 80 years, the 1940s Mercury dime remains a durable and visually impressive coin. The combination of solid silver composition and quality minting ensures that surviving examples still look attractive even with noticeable wear. The S mint mark makes this coin more interesting for collectors who want different varieties from the Mercury dime series. Mint mark collecting is one of the most popular areas of numismatics, and the 1940s is a key part of the set. Because silver coins often develop unique patinas, this dime may have soft highlights or subtle shadows in its design. These natural tones make the coin more eye-catching on camera and help bring out the artistic details when showcased in a video. Preserving this coin in a proper holder is important. Although it already shows moderate wear, protecting it from further scratches, dirt, or environmental damage will help maintain its value and visual appeal for years to come. The Mercury dime series remains one of the most treasured classic American coin designs. With its symbolic imagery and artistic elegance, the 1940s dime captures the spirit of its era and the skill of early 20th century coin designers. Collectors continue to seek this coin because it represents quality, history, and beauty. Even in VF condition, it stands out as a memorable piece that combines artwork, silver value, and historical significance. In conclusion, the United States of America Mercury 1 dime from 1940 with the S mint mark in very fine condition remains a cherished example of American silver coinage. Its design, history, and preservation make it an outstanding addition to any collection or YouTube presentation.